What if I told you that most people, including you, are terrible at detecting lies? Not because you're not smart, but because the way we think liars behave is almost entirely wrong. Today we're exploring the psychology of lies, what research actually tells us about deception, and why spotting a liar is far harder than we've been led to believe. Here's something most people don't know. Our default setting as humans is to believe what we hear, not question it. Psychologists call this the truth bias. We tend to assume people are telling the truth unless we have a strong reason to think otherwise. It's not a flaw. It's actually what makes society function. Imagine if you questioned every single thing anyone ever said to you. But this same bias makes us vulnerable, because liars know, consciously or not, that most people won't push back. You've probably heard it before. Liars avoid eye contact. They touch their face. They shift in their seat. Here's the problem. Research doesn't support that. Studies show that there is no single reliable body language cue that consistently indicates deception. None. People who are telling the truth also get nervous. They also look away. They also fidget. The idea that you can read a liar through body language alone is one of the most widespread myths in psychology, and it has led to real consequences, including wrongful accusations and false confessions. So, if body language doesn't work, what does? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Even trained professionals struggle. Research suggests that even professionals perform only slightly better than chance when trying to detect lies. Why? Because skilled liars don't act nervous. They've rehearsed their story. They make eye contact. They stay calm. Meanwhile, honest people who feel falsely accused, they look exactly like what we imagine a liar looks like. Nervous, defensive, uncertain. The very signals we look for, they can mean almost anything. So what does work? Researchers have found that the most reliable signs of deception aren't physical, they're verbal. Liars tend to use fewer details in their stories. They avoid first-person language, saying, "the money was taken" instead of "I didn't take the money." Their stories may sometimes sound overly rehearsed because they're relying on memory of the lie rather than memory of the experience. And here's one of the most powerful tools: unexpected questions. When you ask a liar something they didn't prepare for, their story starts to crack. Because truth doesn't need to be rehearsed. Lies do. Here's something worth sitting with. Not all lies are created equal. Research suggests that people lie on average once or twice a day. Most of these are what psychologists call pro-social lies, small untruths meant to protect someone's feelings, keep the peace, or avoid unnecessary conflict. Your presentation was great. I'm doing fine. I already ate. Understanding why people lie, not just that they do, changes how we respond. Sometimes a lie is a shield. Sometimes it's kindness. And sometimes, of course, it's neither. So here's what psychology is really telling us. Lying is deeply human, and detecting it is far more complex than any checklist or body language guide will ever tell you. The best thing you can do isn't to become suspicious of everyone around you. It's to build relationships where honesty feels safe, to ask better questions, and to stay curious rather than certain. Because confidence isn't the same as accuracy, especially when it comes to reading other people. Stay curious, stay grounded, take care.